Massive and dangerous wildfires are growing, scorching nearly 1.5 million acres of land, threatening lives, homes, and cities all across the western United States.
I came back thinking that I still had something to come home to, and when I got here, I was actually kind of gut shot. It was knots in the stomach, and I mean, there's nothing left.
And take a look at all of these states impacted by fires right now. Some 20,000 firefighters are on the ground trying to get the upper hand on the flames that just keep growing. California's largest wildfire, the Dixie Fire, which has already leveled more than a dozen houses and structures, has grown so large it merged with the Fly Fire. Officials are still evaluating the damage, but they say the fire has burned nearly 300 square miles and is 21% contained. A little farther south in Central California, the Tamarack Fire is growing and crossing state lines. The fire now burning in both California and Nevada, and it's just 4% contained tonight. The largest fire burning out west right now is Oregon's Bootleg Fire. So far, it has burned through more than 400,000 acres, more than half the size of Rhode Island. It's now the state's third largest wildfire on record. Officials there say the amount of smoke created this weekend actually helped ground crews fight the flames. And joining me to talk about the Bootleg Fire tonight is Marcus Kauffman. He is a public information officer with the Oregon Department of Forestry. Marcus, thank you. Welcome, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So the Bootleg Fire we just mentioned, it's the third largest in Oregon history since it was recorded in 1900. The weather we know isn't helping. We heard Portland reaching 118 degrees this summer, and there's more heat in the forecast. What goes through your mind when you look at what you're contending with in terms of the early start of these fires and the temperatures?
Well, we pretty much just take it day by day. So, the weather forecast right now and the current weather conditions are actually moderating the fire a little bit. The smoke that's coming up from the California wildfires has created a bit of an inversion over the fire. And our incident meteorologist from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, says that we could be expecting some monsoon moisture over the fire area in the next couple of days. So those really give us a chance to get a lot of work done, because the success that we've had on this fire to date is when we've had a little break in the weather where we get a couple successive days of good working conditions, both during day shift and night shift. So really, that's kind of what firefighters look for, is that break in the weather when they can really make some headway on the fire.
Yeah, and we mentioned earlier that the smoke actually helped the firefighters in their battle. Explain that.
Well, smoke kind of puts a lid on the pot, like if you have that pot on your stove, and it kind of tamps down the temperature, it blocks some of the sunlight. And it doesn't let the fire kind of get up and really run. And when the smoke burns off, that's when the fire gets a lot more active. So the pyrocumulus clouds that we saw, the lightning, the fire tornadoes, all of those things occurred when the fire was really active. But after a day of real strong activity, the smoke can linger and kind of have a dampening effect on the fire, which allows our forces to get closer to the fire, to go more direct where it's safe, and to be a little more productive and build more line and have a better chance of keeping this monster in the cage.
Yeah, I grew up in Oregon. I know a lot of people don't even have air conditioning. Do you think these fires and their early starts are going to change the way people live and where they live?
Well, migration is already happening. People move for climate, they move for political considerations, for social considerations. I think what we're seeing is that, we have to think about forest management, and we have to think about personal responsibility around people's homes. So, we encourage people to build defensible space around their home. It's their most valuable asset. We're clearly seeing longer fire seasons that start earlier, and fires that burn hotter. So those are clear signs. And, if people are concerned about their homes and they live in a forested area, the time to do that is, early in the season.
Yeah. And you've interacted with people who have lost their homes, their memories, their property, and 2,000 people are under evacuation orders. We know that there are always people who don't want to evacuate, who refuse to evacuate. But what's it like seeing them lose their belongings and memories like that? And what's it also like dealing with people who don't want to evacuate?
Well, the folks that don't want to evacuate, we can't really force them to. Our job is to help them understand the risks, and we work very closely with the sheriff's office to make sure they have that information, and then they have safe places to go if they choose to. For folks that have lost everything, that's just a really hard thing to witness. I witnessed a lot of that last year on the Holiday Farm fire, and it's just devastating. I think incidents like these make us all understand that we're all one big human community, and we all are really in it together. So there's a real sense of coming together when you face the loss, and that's kind of an interesting aspect to wildfires, is that we're very much welcomed into the community, even though when people would rather we weren't here, rather we weren't having this natural disaster, but we've been made to feel very welcome in these places.
All right, Marcus Kauffman, thank you for taking the time for us tonight. We appreciate having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.